Welcome to your A to Z guide to the 2022 Dutch Grand Prix. The second race in this current triple header heads to the shores of the North Sea in Zandvoort, Netherlands. A year after making its triumphant return to the sport, Zandvoort will host another race around one of the most exciting tracks on the calendar. Following Max Verstappen's dominant win in Belgium and his championship lead, this year's Dutch Grand Prix is sure to feature even more members of the Orange Army as they try and surpass the success of last year's event. So just a few days removed from Spa, we're already here to get you prepared for the next race, as this preview will help you get up to speed on the Zandvoort circuit, the news heading into the weekend, and all the relevant session times so you don't miss a second of the action. Zandvoort stands out as one of F1's most unusual circuits, with a fast-flowing, old-school feel. There is a mix of corner speeds, as well as the unique challenge of undulation and bank corners that we don't normally see. This 4.2-kilometer circuit has 3 corners that feature significant bank turns. You have the 18-degree bank turns of turn 13 and 14, which is twice as steep as the banking at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And you have the banking at turn 3, which is one of the best places to watch modern F1 cars at this circuit, with drivers in 2021 taking a variety of different racing lines. This track is quite narrow, however, so overtaking will always be a difficulty. But Pirelli's Mario Isola believes the new cars and tires should make overtaking easier in 2022. Your likely overtaking zones will be into turn 1, and the tight and twisty turns of 11 and 12. Despite loads of running here in 2021, we returned to Zandvoort with totally different regulations and new tires, so teams will enter a little bit of an unknown with how Zandvoort's challenges will test their packages. This is a higher downforce circuit with only one straight in which drivers will only reach a max speed of 309 kilometers an hour. Before 2021, Zandvoort hadn't hosted Formula 1 since 1985, so the Dutch faithful were extremely excited to welcome F1 back to their country. With Max Verstappen returning to Zandvoort as reigning world champion for the first time, the atmosphere is expected to be even crazier than last year, with a full capacity crowd expected. In 31 races at this track, Ferrari lead the way as the most successful constructor with 8 wins all time at Zandvoort. McLaren have also won 3 Grand Prix of their own at this track, with Williams and Red Bull being the only other teams to have won here previously at least once. And the only current driver to have won in Zandvoort is of course Max Verstappen, who took a popular victory here in 2021. On a narrow circuit like this, the best starting position will be from pole, as 42% of drivers have won from pole. But second place has also seen a high victory conversion rate, with 32% of Dutch GP winners coming from the second grid slot. And finally, the safety car probability at this circuit is currently 0%, as last year's race featured no safety car periods. Here are the session start times for free practice, qualifying, and the race in various time zones around the world. Let's start by looking at the predicted weather forecast by the shores at Zandvoort. It's so far looking like a perfect weekend weather-wise, as temperatures will be in the mid-20s all weekend long, with minimal chances of rain. Moving on to tires, Pirelli bring the hardest compounds to tackle Zandvoort's challenges with the C1, C2, and C3. Tires are put under quite the stress with the banked corners and high G-forces of corners like turn 1 for example, where the deceleration is about 5G. Pirelli say with the bigger gap between the C1 and C2 compound compared to last year, teams might focus more on the softer compounds, which could mean a two-stop race rather than the one-stopper that we got in 2021. The FIA will test a DRS zone on the final bank turn at Zandvoort during practice this weekend. Nicolas Tombasis, the FIA single-seater technical director, said they're going to have the DRS zone before the final corner in a bid to try and improve the racing. Here are the rest of your weekend notes for the 2022 Dutch Grand Prix. So that'll do it for your A to Z guide to the Dutch Grand Prix. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to support the channel, you can find those links in the description below, or hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so.